Hello, Mayor Jeff Schielke speaking to you on Friday, February 5th, 2021. And as all of us know from today, this is a very, very cold and blustery day out. We had about a 3.5-inch snowstorm overnight, and the snowplows have been out working on the streets. And we are now, fortunately, that's blowing by us, and we got a bright sunny day out here, but the wind is very significant. So please dress warmly if you're going to go out, because this is a very, very blustery and cold day. Winter is truly here. And along those lines, I want to begin my conversation by encouraging you all to continue to monitor the Kane County Health Department's website, which is kanehealth.com. And it's a capital K and then lowercase A-N-E and then lowercase health.com. And they are running a list of who does have the shot vaccine available. And I probably have heard more people asking about that in the last 2 or 3 weeks than any other subject or all other subjects combined. Some people, rightfully so, have some concerns about wanting to get it. Others have family issues or parties or something coming up that they want to be shot before they go to involve themselves with a number of other people. So the Kane County Health Department, I will tell you, my opinion, is doing a nice job with the resources that so far they have been given. And if there's any glitch in the story, it seems to be how much we, the state of Illinois, are getting at a time from the federal government. Now, I'm led to believe that's all been somewhat corrected, but there was some disparity at the beginning of that. At least that's the word that we get coming down from above. And as the city and the mayor, I don't really have any involvement in it other than to pass along the words that we know. And certainly it sounds like both our CVS and Walgreens drugstores are going to have them, and Walmart is going to have it, and there's a number of places that appear to be in line to receive the shot. So please just keep looking forward. Right now, if you're over 65 or if you work within a various variety of employments such as schools or grocery stores or whatever, you are also in that category. So they've categorized who can get the shots next. And I know the over 65 is a limit because there's a number of people I know that are not at 65 but are trying to figure out some way they can get themselves there, and there really isn't any way to figure it out other than what it really is. So that's that. Again, kanehealth.com. Please continue to look forward to that. Because it is a snowy day, we have an interesting phenomenon in town is that I don't remember any time in the more recent past that we've had so many people out making snowmen and putting them up in their front yards as we have today. I was this morning up around the area of Elizabeth Street and Prairie, checking on things that had been called to my attention up there. And when I'm driving down, I would tell you North Prairie Street between Franklin and Church, there must be 4 or 5 big snowmen in their various yards up there. So it's a fun thing to do on a day like this. And perhaps the more interesting thing is that we have a local artist, Joe Gangaporn, who is in downtown Batavia as I speak, and he is making a bench with a big hearth behind it, and then he's going to put a big heart on the hearth area, and then you're going to be able to come down to Batavia and sit on this bench made out of snow with the heart behind you on Valentine's Day. And if you want, you can have a picture taken or whatever you want to do. But it's under construction right now, and it's being sponsored. What Joe tells me, I stopped and talked to him. It's virtually on Houston Street, almost right across the rear, from the rear entrance to McDonald's restaurant would be the best points of direction that I can give you. It's on the north side of the street, and you can see this big piece of snow, and Joe's formatted it and got it all ready to go. So I think that's going to be something, and I guess Batavia Main Street gets a lot of the credit for helping to organize this. So we want to thank Beth and all those working with her that are doing stuff in that line. Along those same lines, as far as winter goes, we again want to remind everybody a couple things. Number one, if you've got a fire hydrant near your house, please dig it out, because it is very important in weather like this that the fire department be able to find their hydrants. And unfortunately, sometimes with snow plows and other things that happen, fire hydrants get totally buried in the snow. So please do that. And the other thing I guess I would ask you is, I've had several people call or talk to me in the last day or two about people not shoveling the sidewalks in front of their homes. So if you have a public sidewalk that's in front of your home, if you can arrange either for yourself or somebody else to try to at least bring it down a little bit in its level, I think that would be appreciated by people who are out walking. Because we do have enormous numbers of people who either are walking their dogs or who are out walking for exercise for health reasons. So we want to make sure that all those folks are taken care of. The one thing I just wanted to share before I get off this week is that right now the world and the country seems to be in a bit of disarray, and there's a lot of people saying, well, the businesses are closing or people are moving or whatever have you. I will tell you that in my many years as mayor of this town, I don't remember a time when I've had as many quote-unquote new businesses that are seemingly wanting to come into Batavia. And our staff just had a very long discussion this morning with some folks about some property out on Randall Road. I've had some folks contact me about restaurants down in a restaurant down in the southwest suburban area that has apparently signed a lease to open up a restaurant in Batavia. I don't want to share any more than that because I don't know if the deal is totally done, but I know from things that have been said and things I was able to taste that this is a very good restaurant, and I think Batavia is going to be pleased by that. We have a new restaurant opening up right across the street from City Hall called Windmill Grill and Pizzeria. That's going to open, I think, in the next few weeks here, and it's a total remodel of the previous restaurant that was there. And we've had people in talking to us about what they may do with the old Gaetano's site. And I don't want to say any more about that, but that seems to apparently is in the process of falling into hands of people who have restaurants in their background. So with those tantalizing, and then we have several others that are also in kind of construction form. Alderman Abby Beck and her husband are planning to open up a restaurant up at First Street and Batavia Avenue in her father's former Poor Richard's liquor store. And so that one's in the early phases of rebuilding. And so we've just got a lot of stuff going on here, and then we've got some other businesses that are in here. I had a conversation this morning with some folks from Dixon, Illinois, who tell me they are in the process of buying a Batavia business and will be moving in here with some new big ideas of what they want to do with it. So as the mayor, I've spent a lot of time the last few weeks talking to people with new businesses, and I'm very pleased with what I see, and I think you're going to be pleased by what you're going to see here in the next few months as this stuff begins to unveil itself. So with that being said, I will close this week, and we are hoping to be able to do some kind of a little bit of a program next week, reference the King County Health Department giving more details on the vaccine. So keep posted that, and we'll let you know if we pull that off. Talk to you soon, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you. Have a great week.